Live from Austin, Texas, with host Rosie Newberry. Local trends, shopping, and more. This is Studio 512.
Good morning, everybody. We've got a treat in the studio today. Singer-songwriter Nate Amore is currently traveling the country with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra. No big deal. We're lucky enough to have him here in Austin right now to talk about his musical journey. Good morning to you, Nate.
Good morning.
Lovely to have you here. I want to ask about your start in music because you've done a lot of things for a lot of different people.
Yes. A lot of things. The start was a karaoke machine that my mom bought.
No.
Said "Sing Like the King" was the tape, and so I started, mimicking Elvis's voice. Embarrassingly enough, the moves too, doing the hip shake, and I got into like wise men say, only doing everything. Did the talent show in high school, won first place, and that was the moment where I'm looking out at 1,000 of my peers, going, "This is what I want to do." So,
oh, that is so
17
cool.
years old, I think, is when the bug caught. So
17. And
10 years ago. And it's amazing.
I was thinking 3 or 4.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
But now you've had a really illustrious career, and I asked you how you got hooked up with the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, and the name that you said that was the connection point blew me away. Go ahead.
Chris Stapleton.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Not that I don't know him personally, but I covered his song of Tennessee Whiskey that he covered. And the music director saw that on YouTube, my version of it, and asked if I'd want to audition. Yeah, you never know what's gonna. So I had to thank like Chris Stapleton, but then also I think there's different songwriters, so I have to thank those songwriters too. Mm-hmm. And George Jones covered it too. I mean.
Yeah, I'm paying homage to a lot of people who have built legacy into this song. Yeah.
And then it gets you into a gig like Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
And it was 2019 was the first time you performed with
them?
them?
That was my first tour.
Yeah.
2019.
So I was asking off camera, so just so everybody knows, I didn't know this. 5 men, 5 women, that's it for voices for a Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Yes.
Yes, that is so cool that you are one of those 5.
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about the experience.
Oh, I mean, it's amazing. Paul O'Neill started it as just his vision of bringing light. It's just a beautiful family Christmas tradition, and I just get to be a small part of it. I'm grateful every holiday season. You're
being very humble about it. It is a huge deal to be a part of the orchestra. But do you get to see a lot of the nation, possibly the globe, doing this?
Yeah, mostly United States. My personal career takes me other places too, the other 10 months out of the year.
You got to do something else other than Christmas time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, and let's talk about that. You're a songwriter as well. Tell me about this.
Yeah, so after the talent show, I started, I thought Elvis was it. And then a friend said to me, Brian was his name, said, "Hey, maybe you should write your own songs and instead of just singing Elvis all the time." So I did, and Mark Cohn was kind of the first artist. He had the song "Walking in Memphis" back in the early '90s.
Oh yeah.
And I fell in love with that voice, that grovelly grit, and that form. It's like a Bob Seger meets Chris Stapleton, John Mayer, pop, country. It's all of it. And
yeah. A little Americana, I would call
exactly,
it too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And love is at the core, hence my name, Amore. So it's kind of like, I'm going to write songs that are love songs. I'm also a man in recovery, so to spread that message of hope and love, that's the goal.
That's so cool. And I do want to make sure that we don't just gloss over the fact that you did Walking in Memphis, because that cover got a lot of traction too.
Yeah, and that was an homage to Mark Cohn. When I was on NBC's The Voice back in, it was season 2, I sang that song.
Wow.
I couldn't get Adam Levine to turn the chair, and he said to me, "I wanted to feel you explode." Mm-hmm. And so years later, last year, we sat down with my team and it's like, well, let's do a version of it then for Adam Levine that will explode. And I think we did a pretty good job of that. We've got some some moments in the song for that. And
that's so cool.
and it's thank you, Mark, for getting me into this amazing business and
having such a wonderful career with it, and you keep creating new things. You've got a new album coming out next year.
Yes, you know, I fell in love last year after being single a long time. And
I'm so happy for you. That's just so sweet.
Yeah, I mean, I had to love myself first for a while. My buddy Kevin Souza taught me that, and after, you know, finally finding, you know, I shouldn't say finding, after I was presented with the perfect woman in Cassandra, for me, these songs just started bubbling out. And so many of them are on this upcoming album, and they just kind of write themselves, you know, when it's true, beautiful life experience like that.
That's so cool.
I'm blessed. When
you're a songwriter, you know, what comes to you first? Is it words? Is it a melody? Is it a feeling? What happens first?
Yeah, I think for me it's a feeling. Like you hear the chords, they're doing an emotion, but my emotion kind of directs that emotion too. So, you know, I love the longing feeling too. So most of my music has got that longing, things you would drive your car to kind of songs, you know.
Lovely.
Yeah, I just love that kind of stuff.
And a big shout out to Cassandra this morning,
yeah,
because hopefully she'll see this.
Yeah.
And for someone to turn your life around, I think it's amazing. Yes. Yeah.
There's always hope. There's always second chance. So
that's incredible. And so if someone wants to catch up with you, I mean, you're a busy man.
Yeah.
Traveling the country. You're also doing your own thing. What can they do?
Go to Nate Amor, as in love, NATEAMOR.com, and that's where they can find me.
All right.
All the socials are on there.
Great.
Yeah.
And keep up to date with what's the latest with you. Because he's still bubbling, he's still brewing, everybody. All right.
Still brewing.
Nate, I appreciate your time this morning. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Okay. For more from Nate Amor, visit nateamor.com or follow @NateAmorMusic on social media. And now let's hear a teaser of his new single. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Barton Creek Square. The holiday season is here, and that means, of course, it is time to shop, shop, shop. We've got Jana Griswold, Area Director of Marketing with Barton Creek Square, here with us to talk about a tool to help us shoppers on our merry way. So first of all, I want to ask Jana, what is Simon Plus?
So Simon Plus is our new rewards program. You're going to shop, you're going to earn points, and then you can redeem those for great discounts and offers.
Okay, I love getting stuff back after I've spent money. Let's talk a little bit about how it works.
So you're going to go to simonplus.com, you're going to sign up, you'll start getting discounts right away. So you can get between 10 to 15% off at stores like Janie and Jack, Sunglass Hut, Vans, Box Lunch, and then you can earn rewards.
So just sign up. Already rewards rolling in.
Yes.
And then you do a little shopping, the rewards go higher, right?
Yes, for every point. You can collect those points and you can get more. If you want to shop at Simon Plus, not only here at Barton Creek Square, it's actually available at 200 Simon Centers across the country, including our sister centers, The Domain and Round Rock Premium Outlet.
Oh, that's amazing. Let's talk about where we can shop for our loved ones this holiday season and get ourselves rewarded, starting with a bag that I'm drooling over.
So this is from Coach. Iconic bag. Also has the bag charms, which are very popular right now.
I love the cherries, so cute.
If you're a Simon Plus member, you're gonna get a free monogram with the purchase.
Okay, let's talk about Michael Kors' beautiful timepieces.
So these are very classic style watches that you can wear for years. Mm-hmm. I like this one because it's a his and her set. Oh. So you give and you get on these. As a Simon Plus member, you're going to get 10% off of a purchase of $150 or more.
And then Fabletics is blowing it out of the water, in my opinion. Some really cool stuff.
Fabletics is fantastic. They are giving cozy this holiday season. We have this fun onesie. You can get them for the whole family, kids, and your furry kids.
Oh,
I know, it's so amazing. At Fabletics, it's going to be 25% off everything.
And there are special promos for signing up during the holiday season.
So today, especially for our viewers, You're going to scan the QR code on the screen. You're going to get 500 points immediately when you register. Especially during the holidays, you're shopping anyway. Get rewarded for it.
I couldn't agree more. All right, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Learn more online at simonplus.com and earn points by shopping in person at Barton Creek Square and shopsimon.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Barton Creek Square.
One of my very favorite things about Dr. Jess Trankina of Generator Athlete Lab and Experts in Wellness is that she loves to read the newest studies on how our bodies work. She's here today with some new research studies that discuss self-talk in particular, which is really cool. Dr. Jess, good morning.
Good morning. How are you, Rosie?
I'm good. I'm
Amazing.
good. All right. Study number 1, and this is all coming out of Harvard, so
Yes.
it's vetted. It's good stuff.
Yep.
Powerful mind-body connection. Talk to me.
The inner thoughts are directly connected with the immune system. So when we have an inner thought, and let's call it a positive one, I am healing, it's sending a signal to the immune system to let the immune system know it's healing. And it releases immune cells. And immune cells go out, white blood cells, and they go kill damaged tissue. And vice versa. It goes back. This study is so incredible. Can you believe just your inner thoughts, your belief that you're healing, can actually stimulate and activate the immune system to release immune cells?
I was going to say I'm getting over something right now, and I'm sure that if I was telling myself you're not getting better, that I wouldn't be sending out good information to my body. So the fact that we have that sort of, it's like the placebo effect.
Isn't it fantastic?
Yeah, you're
Yes.
doing great, Rosie. You're healing.
Yes.
You're getting better by the minute.
Yes, activates the immune system.
It activates the immune
It
system.
releases immune
That is
cells.
really crazy that they're able to prove that. Okay, let's talk about mindfulness and self-compassion.
You know how I feel about breath work, so we'll start there. Breath work is one of my most favorite tools to immediately induce relaxation, a decrease in cortisol and stress. But chanting, because we're talking about out loud and self-talk, chanting, so out loud speaking, I am confident, I am safe, I am grateful. All of those things not only harbor an inner peace feeling, but decrease cortisol and induce rest and
Really?
relaxation.
Really?
Proven to do
and
so.
cortisol is that thing that keeps spiking with stress and poor
Fatigues
diets.
the adrenals. Yeah, and it really does age us. And
Mm.
often people will lose hair and they can't sleep. And it's just not good for us to be constantly feeling like we're being chased by a bear. It's okay to be chased by a bear and then stop. But often in our society, we're feeling constantly like we're being chased by that bear. And that's when it becomes unhealthy.
Okay.
And this
All right. So
decreases.
not only are we telling ourselves, I am healthy, I'm getting healthier, but
I am safe. I am confident. I am competent. I can do this.
Wow, just stare in the mirror for a little bit in the morning. You're going to be doing great things for your body. Okay, self-talk as a cognitive tool.
Okay, I talk to myself all the time. When I saw this, I said, I'm not crazy. In fact, the article's like, you're not crazy. It specifically spoke to me, I think. Out loud speaking helps organize thoughts and helps you come up with a result and an answer, and it also helps relax you. So when you find yourself talking out loud and then you think, I figured that out, science backs the reason you did. It's because you talked it out loud. You just didn't keep it inside.
So talking out loud to ourselves, we are not crazy people.
We are not crazy people.
I've started doing it more and I'm not sure why, but
You need to organize some thoughts and come up with some answers.
yeah, usually it's in a motivational way, like, okay, we've got this going first and then we can go to this and that sort of thing. And
Yes.
that must be my brain organizing.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And coming up with the results.
And you've been doing self-talk out loud for a while?
Oh, I think most of my life. My kids will be like,
This
Mom.
study had to make you feel so good.
Oh my gosh, and I showed my kids. And actually, as I was practicing for this yesterday, they walked by and they were like, it's just Mom talking to herself. I was talking out loud to myself.
We're used to seeing it. Okay. Our brain's reward system, you said of the 4 studies you brought today, this was your favorite study.
This is my favorite. John P. Mitchell and Diana Tamir. And I said, wow, okay. I didn't even really know this. That self-talk, and I'll talk specifically what type of self-talk is inherently activating our reward system and releasing dopamine. Specifically, when you talk to one oneself when you talk to you about you. Hey, Jessica, well done today. Good job today on that presentation. Well done, body, for withstanding that flight. Well done hiking up that hill. So when you talk to you positively, it releases dopamine and activates the body's reward system. So it's inherently a natural way to release dopamine.
We were talking about there are lots of dopamine sources out
Lots of
there
them.
in
Lots
the
of
world.
them.
They come in medicinal forms, they come in food forms, they come in all sorts of ways.
Yep.
But the fact that it could just be
Talking.
Yeah.
Just simply talking can activate a feeling of well-being and happiness and focus and drive and relaxation and motivation.
Why not take
And
it?
happiness. Exactly.
Okay. Talk out loud to yourself, everybody. This is really good information. And we do want to make sure we do a little disclaimer here, because even though these are Harvard studies, we still say, okay, you don't want to take just this little segment that you saw today and run with it. Still talk to your doctor.
Absolutely. Trust your healthcare practitioners, your physicians, if they're recommending supplements or medication. Don't discount their medical advice and do this instead. Do it in addition.
Do it in addition. It's
Do it in
free,
addition.
and you can do
Exactly.
it anytime. You can talk to yourself in your car. You can do all sorts of things.
Be your own hype girl.
Be your own hype girl. I like that a lot. And the dopamine will be there, and the immune system's getting supported.
Yeah.
So all sorts of positive things are
All good things.
happening. You've started Experts in Wellness. This has been about 6 months going on now, but this is the first time we're talking about it on camera.
We are. Yes. So I have been seeing clients one-on-one. I do a lot of manual therapy and healing that way. But I've been drawn to help more people in a variety of different ways. So I'm also partnering with a doctor of naturopathic medicine. And we've just been so joyous to be able to help people in any way that we possibly can with our degrees and our strengths.
And your degree, your PhD is
in physical therapy.
Yep, physical therapy. And so who are the sorts of people that you tend to hear from?
Often people where they have not been able to get results elsewhere with bodily pain, or most of the time bodily pain, to be honest. Does it transfer and it potentially could be coming from somewhere else? Yes, but often when it comes to me, their bodies are really hurting and no one else has been able to figure it out.
And so you are the one who starts untangling the knots,
Exactly.
so to speak, and a lovely person to do so. Dr.
Thank
Jess,
you.
thank you for bringing these studies today.
Thank
I
you.
didn't get so hyped up about them.
I'm so hyped up.
I love it. All right, guys, get expert guided, customized protocols by going to expertsinwellness.com. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Ally Medical ER. Coughs, sniffles, fevers, it is that time of the year, y'all. Dr. Jessica Best with Ally Medical ER has tips for avoiding sickness in the winter weather, and it is an uphill battle, but we're always happy to see you. Why does winter, Dr. Best, tend to bring more illness?
I know. Well, with the cold weather, we are all definitely staying inside a little bit more, which means we are spreading many more germs than we normally would. In addition, that cold weather kind of helps viruses thrive. So unless we are being diligent about staying clean, washing our hands, not touching our nose, and things like that, you're going to see a lot more illness this time of year.
Okay, so we're going to talk about diligence today for sure. Any tips that you have for staying healthy during things like parties, travel, where you can't get away from those bigger crowds?
I know, it's tough. Everyone's traveling. We're all seeing friends and family right now. So first of all, if you are sick, stay at home. Other than that, if you are going out, if you're going to be around people, make sure to wash your hands. If you're coughing, please wear a mask, or if someone else is coughing, maybe ask them to wear a mask. Definitely avoid touching your mouth and your eyes, things like that, if you have been touching things, because that is how the germs kind of enter our body.
Simple everyday habits you can suggest for families to avoid getting sick this winter?
Yeah, and especially if you have a big family. Maybe if you have one sick family member, try to maybe quarantine them in the house, and again, warn the other family members, hey, they're sick, please wash your hands. Hey, sick person, please go ahead and cover that cough, wear a mask, wash your hands, stay inside, don't spread the germs to other people, especially if your child's in school, them at home.
What should be some red flags to say, okay, we need to seek some medical attention?
So definitely if you're having that prolonged cough, If you're having those high fevers that really aren't resolving in a few days, you know, if you're feeling just more run down, difficulty breathing, it may be time to go ahead and get checked out, make sure this hasn't developed into something worse like pneumonia. So definitely the biggest thing, of course, is staying inside if you're sick, keeping your hands clean, and going ahead and covering that mouth if you're coughing, or go ahead and wear a mask when you're out.
And if somebody does need the services of Ally Medical ER, they can come to you, very little wait.
Oh yeah, little to no wait time. We're open 24/7, concierge-like service. We have ample testing to try to get you diagnosed with what you have. We have treatment in-house and can get you prescribed any meds you may need.
Sounds good to me, Dr. Best. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Ally Medical ER has 7 locations across the greater Austin area. Use online check-in at allymedical.com for added convenience. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Ally Medical ER. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. It is a fun and family-friendly way to spend the holidays here at Kalahari Resorts and Conventions in Round Rock. Today we're speaking with Assistant General Manager Brandon Wise about what's on offer this season. I want to ask Brandon, what makes Kalahari such a great and easy holiday getaway for families?
Yeah, well, glad you're here. Welcome. Well, the easy part is that we're just a short drive up the road. So whether you're coming for the day or you're coming to stay the night and enjoy a few days, that's the easy part. The great part is we're festive everywhere. We look here, we've got the trees behind us. The whole resort is decorated to the nines in every corner. There's holiday music going on everywhere. And from the water park where the families can have fun all day, it's always 84 and sunny, to tomfooleries where we can get competitive, and the signature restaurants and the spa where we can have a little bit more of an intimate experience. There's really something for everyone.
Absolutely. And Mr. and Mrs. Claus are going to be stopping by.
Absolutely. They're going to be here this weekend, Santa and Mrs. Claus, in our lobby for a photo shoot and to meet the kids and ask for our Christmas presents.
Ooh, okay, so it's a good opportunity to come out, especially as locals. It's a great place to come and hang. It's, of course, a wonderful destination for families coming in from farther
Absolutely.
away, but a good reminder that we're just right here in Round Rock.
It's really not that far at all.
Yeah, okay, let's talk about your holiday adventure guide.
Holiday Adventure Guide. That's a long word for a lot of fun for families and kids. There is something happening everywhere. We've got Zumba and silly stretches in the lobby. There is Christmas ornament making. There are gift makings and colorings. There's letters to Santa that we'll put out in the post for the families. And it's all free to the families and the kids who want to do it. Just part of the holiday festivities.
Wonderful, yeah. And I want to hear about Kalahari's holiday buffets because I hear they're legendary.
Well, Kalahari started as a food and beverage company, right? We started as a restaurant, so our roots are still in F&B, and they are legendary. We've got our Christmas buffet where it starts at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It is a dinner, a little earlier, but that way everybody has time to go through present opening in the morning and play and assemble the new toys. The parents know about the assembling moment. And then there's New Year's Eve. Well, we'll start at 6 o'clock and then have a second seating at 8 o'clock, depending on if we're earlier with the family or later with the couples. And then New Year's Eve, of course, we have a balloon drop and confetti cannons and all that at midnight, but we do one at 9 o'clock too for the families with little ones that need to get a little bit ahead of that with a Martinelli's toast.
With the holiday season in full swing, how can families share the Kalahari experience with their loved ones?
Well, that's always the easiest. Kalahari makes for a great day trip if you want a surprise in person, or you can do a gift card. They're available at kalahariresorts.com/Texas, so you get Texas, through the end of the year, so not just through Christmas, through the 31st. There are different segments within it, but you can get up to a 20% bonus of a free gift card on top of what's purchased.
Oh, it's awesome stuff. All right, thank you so much, Brandon. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
Learn more about everything Kalahari has to offer this season by going to kalahariresorts.com/holidays. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Kalahari Resorts and Conventions. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored on behalf of Whatnot by Tips on TV.
As live shopping surges in popularity, Whatnot, the largest live shopping platform in North America, has released its 2026 Consumer Trends Report, revealing how shared passions are transforming the retail landscape. Here to give some insight and some perspective about these trends is digital lifestyle expert Shira Lazar, host of What's Trending. Happy to have her this morning. Shira, hello.
Hi, thanks for having me.
What is the overall trend, Shira, for consumers and for live shopping?
Yeah, live shopping is booming, and it's more than just a trend. It's a completely new way to shop. And Whatnot is a platform that's definitely leading the charge. They've already surpassed 6 billion in live sales this year alone, doubling that of 2024. Users are spending an average of 80 minutes a day on the app. I find those stats just wild. What is moving this trend is community. People are discovering products in real time through these live shows you're seeing hosted by sellers who really share their passion and who are authentic and engaging.
Oh, really cool. I know that it gets kind of addicting. I would sit there and watch it for a while. So, which items are proving to be the most popular?
Yeah, we're seeing a trend around nostalgia. So people buying their childhood toys, like a comeback of Calico Critters, Littlest Pet Shop, Lala Loopsy, and also Furby. Remember Furby? Maybe you wanted to keep your Furby. You could sell it or buy a new one on Whatnot. People are just into the comfort and familiarity, I think, with that. Now, on the beauty side, it's all about bold and expressive looks, glitter, press-on nails, rich eyeshadow palettes, and sweet and fruity scents like vanilla and cherry are most popular in beauty.
Okay, interesting stuff. And I love Littlest Pet Shop, so I'm so glad that it's coming back around. Any other hot categories emerging for 2026?
Yeah, I love this one, women's sports memorabilia, because I'm all about women empowerment, women in sports. You know, WNBA sales are seeing a huge uptick, actually 3 times faster than NBA merch on Whatnot this year. Signed WNBA items, jerseys, sports cards, all highly becoming sought after. On the style side, 2026 is shaping up to be all about texture and comfortability. People are prioritizing sustainability and great fit and moving away from minimalism. We're seeing trends like vintage fashion, natural fabrics gaining momentum as people are looking for fashion with more personality and craftsmanship.
Cool stuff. Okay, talk to me about what cities are driving the live shopping experience.
Yeah, through this report, we saw that 5 cities were trending when it comes to live shopping: Atlanta, Chicago, Dallas, Miami, and Phoenix. Sorry, Austin, you can get next year. You got to get on Whatnot. Atlanta, though, led the purchase growth. And I love this because it showed this in the report. Each city, what they bought, they led it in WNBA cards. Miami was all about Labubus, the highest per capita. Phoenix was all about K-beauty and DIY beauty with press-on nails. And then Dallas was a go-to channel actually for plus-sized fashion. Chicago then was about precious metals.
Oh, interesting. Dallas, always fabulous. So I'm glad that our nearby neighbor at least is representing us. Any other insights to share?
Yeah, Whatnot has just definitely evolved from a marketplace with niche collectibles to a dynamic e-commerce engine where you can buy everything, as we've seen and talked about, like fashion, beauty, sports cards, sneakers, coins, plants, and so much more. They're also seeing triple growth in emerging categories like vinyls and antiques, and they've consistently picked up on cultural shifts early. So whatever you think of, whatever you want to buy, you could buy it from sellers on Whatnot and bid on them at a super great price.
It sounds hot, hot, hot. Cool stuff. All right, where can we go for more info?
Yeah, you can go to whatnot.com for your live shopping experience or download the app today.
Thank you, Shira. Happy holidays.
Thank you. You too.
The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored on behalf of Whatnot by Tips on TV. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Sous Vide. Sous Vide, S-U-V-I-E, is an innovative kitchen appliance and meal delivery service that makes dinner not only super easy, but feel pretty futuristic. Erin Rydquist is a Sous Vide owner, and she's here to tell us more. Erin, talk to us a little bit about Sous Vide.
Yes, so futuristic is right. This thing, a lot of people call it a kitchen robot. So Sous Vide is a smart oven and a flexible meal delivery service all in one. It's also magic and it will change your life.
Well, when you put it like that,
Yeah.
I've got to learn a little bit more. Tell me about who Sous Vide is designed for.
So Sous Vide is for every person watching right now. It doesn't matter if you're single, have a partner, have kids, you're empty nesters, you're retired. You get it on your doorstep in a box, you open it up and you plug it in, you add some water because of the refrigeration mode, which we'll talk a little bit more about. It has cool to cook technology. So imagine this, you leave for work in the morning, you can go ahead and throw the meal into the pan, stick it into this smart oven, and say exactly what time you want it to be ready. You leave and you come back in the afternoon or evening, and the food is ready to go. You open it up and you put it on the plate. And that is what this kitchen robot does.
It's pour it in a pan and forget about it.
Yeah, there is no work. When I said I'm doing a cooking segment, if there's no cooking, there's no cooking involved. So I'm sure I'm speaking your language. So up front here, we have a meal that's already done and already plated. This is a Thai chili crab cake. On the back of this card is a fancy sticker that communicates with the machine.
Okay.
And so it knows the meal that you're about to cook. So if you take the card and hold it right next to the sous vide logo, it's ready to go, and it's telling you exactly what to do next. You just use the knob to say cook now, or you put in the time that you want it to be ready and you hit go. On top of that, it has 15 cook modes, so you can bake, broil, air fry. And one other cool thing that people might be wondering is, can you do your own recipes in the sous vide? Absolutely.
And so you guys have some deals going on right now. And just what would you say to anyone who's watching right now and maybe they're on the fence? Hey, this is a really cool gadget, but I'm not sure I need it. What would you say to get them to go ahead and check out sous vide?
Yeah, so I probably had those same doubts before we had our sous vide. So at first I thought, oh, it's frozen. Is it really gonna taste that good? It does. The food is incredible. All of the technology happening inside this machine, it's making it moist and it's cooking it exactly as it should be cooked.
Sounds pretty good to me. All right, Erin, thank you so much.
You're welcome, thank you.
Shop Sous Vide's holiday sale before it ends, where you can get $150 off plus 16 free meals. Go to sousvide.com to learn more. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Sous Vide. The following portion of Studio 512 is sponsored by Swift River Pecans, LLC. It's holiday gifting season, and Swift River Pecans can help you give something that is unique and truly Texan. Owner Troy Swift is here to tell us a little bit more, and we're talking all about pecans today. So how many varieties of pecans are there out there just in the world, Troy?
There's about 1,000 varieties or so.
Wow.
I guess nobody really knows how many varieties they are. Varieties or hybrids. It all started with the native pecan, which are the giant trees, and we're in the homeland of the native pecans right here. We however, grow 14 varieties, but we concentrate on 7 or 8 of the more modern varieties. They have different features, different qualities, a little bit different taste, and if you come in at the right time of year in November or December, you can actually do a taste test, and we'll let you try the different kinds, and you decide which one you like.
There are some names that I see here, like Sioux, Wichita, Comanche, those sorts of names, Kiowa, that are indigenous names. Can you touch on that for me?
Yes. So in 1955, the USDA, who at the time and most of the time since has been primarily the agency responsible for creating new hybrids, decided to honor the American Indians by naming the pecan releases after the indigenous peoples.
Interesting stuff. Let's talk about the products that are made from these pecans. The biggest one that you're into, I would say, if someone were to come in and talk to you about something, is what you call liquid gold, right?
Yeah.
It is raw pecan oil. Talk to me about this.
Raw pecan oil is literally squeezed pecans, no heat, no chemicals. It's just pecan oil. Has a 470 degree F smoke point that makes it easy to cook, but you can use it anywhere you use butter or high-end oils of any type, anywhere from salads, fish, and you can even put it on top of your vanilla ice cream. So we have several candies that are made out of our pecans. We have sweet and spicy and cinnamon, and we have hot and spicy.
That's really cool. And if somebody hasn't been out here yet, I know that more people have been coming through the door, especially as we get into the holiday season, but you can also give them a pretty cool tour of this place. So what would you say to someone who's considering coming down and saying hi?
Please call me and arrange a tour. If you don't want a tour, just come down. The place is interesting by itself. And we also have videos. We can show you videos here, or you can watch them online. And remember, all our pecans are grown with regenerative agriculture techniques.
And of course, a lot of love for us to consume. So we're grateful to you for that. Thank you, Troy, for your time.
Thank you very much.
Call anytime to schedule a tour and learn more at swiftriverpecans.com. The preceding portion of Studio 512 was sponsored by Swift River Pecans, LLC.
We've been nominated as one of the top 10 casinos outside of Las Vegas, partly due to our 4-diamond resort accommodations here.
The Coast to Coast countdown to 2026 gallops in from award-winning Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
When people stay here at Wild Horse Pass, what can they expect?
We've got luxury rooms, elevated dining experiences, of course, non-stop casino action, and we've got A-list entertainment. Whatever you need, we got you.
Here at Gila, you do you.
Now, this place has so much to offer, but the icing on the cake, 7 different restaurants so we can eat our hearts out.
Absolutely. We're going to start you off up on our 11th floor steakhouse at Prime. Can't go wrong with the sunset view up there. And then we can come down here to Ling and Louie's if you want a little Asian fusion. We've got some great casual dining options as well.
Give me some of that. 405 rooms, 7 restaurants, 2 pools, a concert theater, shopping, and your favorite, Michael, golf.
Oh, we see ya. Gila.
Give me some of that good stuff. Give me some of that fancy pants. Give me some of that high life. I want some that will make me dance.
Spend New Year's with us.
And check in at Gila River Resorts and Casinos.
It's Coast to Coast Countdown.
I want some that will make me dance. Good stuff.
Content segments during Studio 512 were paid for by Ally Medical ER, Gila River Resorts and Casinos, Simon Property Group, Kalahari Resorts and Conventions, and Whatnot by Tips on TV.